Ade, what you say?
Oh, 17 years, boy.
Yeah.
Unya 18.
They unya.
There's all just catch him.
Also, what you will watch would miss me. Una will be a Uzika, and I love me a music. Would ya? Is ya with Daniel Shabemiko Jose or just catch him? Say, na Lavinia Mardi, or you say? Maybe I could see 2 with your 2 dear one. Now, I get you 2.5 million class now.
If you have said next life, yes, you're couple body be
my junior more. Okay, next life. Now, next life for 1 man. How you doing? My junior, we be 1 man. My junior more board.
Hey, this is no much in there. Hey, crazy 17-year-old boy.
Which means you say Yami Mami Bema.
Oh, yes, I'm a man bubble.
Because to be very honest, Yami Madom, Name Maminya Bema.
As a man bubble
player. Obey player.
17-year-old boy.
That's good.
The highest paid player of Barcelona.
Yeah. But are you wow Bruno Fernandes Shikeya or turning it down, Crampono? Look at the money we are talking about. 66.6 million pounds a year. You break it down to 5.55 or 55 million pounds a month. 180,000 a day. 180,000 pounds a day. 7,600 pounds per hour, and then £2 and 1 cent. A friend is saying for a second. This is yes,
£2.
A crazy money. A crazy money. And unye says carry by working a regular job. Just a way a juma
footballer.
A high end money. High end.
Money.
And I'll be says carry. So the truth of the matter is that rich and area no. Idea be more scapa jobs that require you to use your brain. And,
I kill no.
Yeah. And a juma and yes say be a friend over swas no. So usually you get good money. Inti o choose career part time ama na so beso bobo na so betimia. Why not? Me dey ma have discussions be obi bisa me say oh na also on mobo
also on mobo.
Obobo.
Say bia me be kukurun ma ko to boot.
Obobo. I don't know.
I'm den be ko park.
I don't know be call me my office or police headquarters. Accra. And na nipa no onim me. Iti anopa say ya Saturday no more year either voter registration and asi bibisa. Inti around the police headquarters no more yebi. So me say or drive chair more honum. And na boys no want air saying in passports. Anyone is very, very nice usually with such people. No, no catch on say nipa na mo hwe no munim no. No say I me kuma se na we anything e de ma bank na me ye adwuma yi. Na ade ame ya no. No say oh, ba no no. And I can show me my news and I say me ba no. No ya kura no ko bobo ba bia mitimi bono and no kura rich. Takwa police reserve barracks. Me ko bobo ba pa na me nyi homeworker. There are people that you see who see me today say, "Oh, mama, bo pa. It's your football free. If we get a chance, our kids will play. I mean, the last time you come on board, people saw before you be able to do this job, you should be able to know how to do the job on the field of play.
My first time I'm here, I was like, I'm a ball.
Say a human before you should be able to play. Usually. Coach Ignatius Nia Ketwa, a friend is a mere fini dinkaka. Me then kobo first times. Now, Obo say na debi I say ya bubo na me free mu. Debi ya be kind news ba be
first na so kobolos na bobo.
Charlie Rich ye de money de nyame adom. This radio ani adom. Oya ya dom king.
No man kwado bobo.
Na one Jude Bellingham mama ne papa documentary no. Jude Bellingham mama eti Jude Bellingham in Chelsea Madrid na ne papa eti Job in Chelsea e wo England. Omo je adwuma wo. Omo je adwuma. Omo de enso omo to omo man in Chelsea.
Na omo ju omo.
Senior by 45 say me je adwuma yi na me ye aye friend say agent am me ba.
Ba na nka Kofi me S class yi.
Check out them.
Ka kra me je adwuma tifi.
Body
me sika no a.
Body there es omo bo.
Me nuanuane akesi.
Es omo bo. Odi ye nin ko na body there. E dey
Kofi to business.
Transfer window no ebie.
Okay.
Especially the short one for the Club World Cup. Because of the Club World Cup, in the clubs now imagine say they will open the transfer window. Former person will sign players from now to the Club World Cup on the 10th of June. Then the original one will be on the 16th of June to the 1st of September. It's, of course, Obiari inside this point in time, I did transfer conversations, and I'll run you through almost all of them in terms of baby players, Nico, what is coming in. And we'll start from Madrid, which Mama updates for this, and I'll until say this deal is done. And our brand friend Alvaro Carreras from Benfica to team my friend in Madrid. Madrid really wants him, and then they are closing in. 50 million the last time he explained, he said for Madrid, they wanted to make sure that Benfica season will end fully before they can go on and finalize the deal for our brand friend Alvaro Carreras El Hornom. Of course, El Hornom, Manchester City, and we had said they were closing in on our brand friend Ryan Check as the inside number 10 as a replacement to our brand friend Kevin De Bruyne. I didn't think that Bruno Fernandes would turn down the money, especially the way Nhyira Kuyo Manchester United. But maybe because of two things. One, the arrival of our brand friend Matthias Cunha, and the arrival of a possible arrival of our brand friend Brian Mbeumo. Maybe the reason why Bruno Fernandes may be saying, so, okay, let me give it one last dance on Manchester United and see how it goes. What we are hearing is that Bruno Fernandes most likely may stay with Manchester United and he will continue with the project and move closely in on our brand friend Brian Mbeumo. I think that on the part of players are Mbeumo in terms of mentality and then push the team to the next level. Brian Mbeumo and our brand friend Matthias Cunha are good. Huge XG underperformers in terms of what they have to do on and off the ball. Any chance they create more. And I think that at United, top personalities and a Munya and the Ashemutino Honum, and I think it's going to go on well there. Rich, Chelsea are signing what they called the baby Caicedo. A friend is Dario Sugo. Obey the backup to our brand friend Moises Caicedo. Say, okay, throughout last season, it maybe na Caicedo did the yellow card and everybody was asking, say, see, I suspended Caicedo one as a number 6 Ebubuniano without the ball for Chelsea. Rich, Chelsea went to Sporting CP, saw this boy called Dario Sugo. Now, not on loan or Spanish La Liga last season. And I personally watched him so much. Without the ball, he's a very, very good player. But on the ball, on yet the player, the quality of Moises Caicedo, it means that I can't crack. And nothing at Chelsea for the neighbor as backup to our branch friend Moises Caicedo. Rich say, you see, who's only frame now? Say Caicedo mo in Golo Kante Mutiatia. Obey the number show when he made you born every one, and then Chelsea for announcing they will take him to the Club World Cup, and then they will see if they can finalize a deal at and of course next season. It means that Rich, next season Chelsea midfield no Romelu Moises Caicedo, Andre Santos, Enzo Fernandez, and your bench friend Dario Sugo. For me, the one thing that Chelsea like when FIIFI was that physicality, any height, they've gotten it in our bench friend Andre Santos, and they've added Dario Sugo, who is also very combative, like Moises Caicedo, and they'll be able to go and compete. Meaning, so what? Say, the report from Germany and all through Europe is saying, say, Chelsea are closing in on 2 players. One, a brand friend Hugo Ekitike, and a brand friend Jimmy Beno Gittens. Now, these 2 players all from the German Bundesliga. Now, Matisen Kofubebre Etebisa say, I didn't think that Chelsea for no chin wanted a brand friend Hugo Ekitike, and we'll go through it and tell you why Chelsea wants Hugo Ekitike. But Rich, the breaking news that was coming this morning is that a brand friend Gittens Sancho, Chelsea for only told him said they want to sign him permanently. Almost Manchester United said they wanted Gittens Sancho permanently. The problem, however, was that Chelsea need Gittens Sancho didn't come in terms of personal terms. Not Sancho acting the salary now Joe Manchester United, which is £300,000 a week, into the Chelsea wage structure. Rich, Gittens Sancho catch a Chelsea phone and say, baby, you bet me Gina 200,000. And could be 200,000. Rich, and they say, okay, Chelsea, I'm 200,000, no, reject some more. Senior players go Palma. Chelsea thinks that yes, Gittens Sancho will move 15 goals and assists this season, And over the top, but he was very important this season for Chelsea, you know. But Gittens Sancho ain't so about 140, 150 there, then they couldn't do a deal for him, which personal terms couldn't have been agreed.
That is a cheat.
Into Gittens Sancho. Oh, we say Chelsea for no more wage structure.
300,000.
Which any wage structure.
I understand. I understand. But 300,000.
That one too.
That was a from about 200, 300.
No, I said Brafom Beshan wage structure.
That is a cheat.
No, I don't think that's a cheat. And Nigerian Sancho, who said he didn't know? He knew.
But if he on a more serious note, Manchester and Gittens can be power.
I feel now Becca now say that
Gittens Sancho 300,000.
Say that is a cheat. It's Chelsea could not agree with our brand here, your friend Gittens Sancho. Now it goes to the attackers that have been able to talk about.
Okay.
Liam Delap you're done. And Chelsea have done the Liam Delap job. Any problem. And we explain why Liam Delap is very important. I used this graphic to explain something to you the last time. Say, we'll share the superficial numbers now. Goals, shots, shot accuracy, conversion rate, any big chances made now. A branch of friend Liam Delap is better than Nicholas Jackson. And it's what joining us on Facebook. When you say network name, but still, so try. You see the graphic. A branch of friend Nicholas Jackson. In 10 goals last season, Liam Delap in 12 goals. Liam Delap about 68 shots. Eroninya 12 goals on El Honum. And Nicholas Jackson bought 76. The shot conversion rate for Nicholas Jackson now and only a 46.1% El Honum. Whilst Abrantia, your friend Liam Delap, in a shot conversion rate of 47.1%. Conversion rates, El Honum, and of course, big chance of MSC, Nicholas Jackson, MSC. More big chances than Abrantia, your friend Liam Delap. We've spoken about the fact that Delap in Chelsea, boys, no, Enzo Mares kind of likes. But Rich, in terms of striker profile, say, Ushe Abrantia, your friend Liam Delap, or a different striker than Nicholas Jackson. Say, Ushe Kuko Chelsea anymore in a regular 4-3-3. No, near funny say Chelsea against a team was sitting in a mid block. 4-5-1 and as a 5-4-1 what it means is that this team what we call a low block and or protecting or defending the box. No. Most of the times, this part of the field of play a little bit congested. Adding so many space as an attacker. Now, BB so what centre back are usually teams to a centre back or very static centre back. Obejina in between the two centre backs or three centre backs in Honum. Now, what making sure so we take the attention of the two centre backs. Oh, your body baby more. Say money be canning now. No aboko side, no aboko left. But say Otimiko could do box anymore. These kind of centre backs should be centre forward. Sorry, these kind of centre forwards. And so the centre forward the movement no boxing should be able to create space for Ono to score. And again, say we more aerial ball so Timmy didn't tip him. And that is the kind of striker branch your friend Liam Delap the near ding obejina box name or occupy centre backs no into say a children quite congested ultimate box cross near to box in the man not in it happen. But Rich, whilst that is different from Nicholas Jackson and yet different from what Chelsea are trying to get in a branch here, your friend Hugo Ekitike. The problem is that Frankfurt for the they bought him for just 17.2 million euros from team my friend Paris Saint-Germain a couple of seasons ago. But fast forward, people are beginning to believe that branch friend Hugo Ekitike is the new Alexander Isak in terms of finishing. Now, Ekitike is slightly different from our branch friend Alexander Isak. And or different wholly from Liam Delap. But similar to our branch friend Nicholas Jackson, or was our close control, no? Or was our enchino, or the pace to run down the channel. And at Frankfurt, people probably are forgetting. Abraham Omar Mamouche before City Tonono. He was the best player in the German Bundesliga with a branch friend Omar Mamouche. But the thing is that in the Frankfurt team, almost in a transitional game, almost a lot of counter attacks. It's Hugo Ekitike inside counter attacking system, no, who use his strength from the left hand side. Run the channels in this area and then get a goal or combine with the attackers, usually at the time with a branch friend Omar Mamouche and on the ball or the top two of the But the first thing is that whilst a branch friend Hugo Ekitike is similar to a branch friend Nicholas Jackson, Rich, a lot of the analysts and the data people who have looked at the data and believe say or a better finishing than a branch friend Nicholas Jackson. And Rich, the most important is the aerial duel or watching Nicholas Jackson. So Chelsea for Nhyira say in the box, they have somebody who betting every at the ball. Then ball are a very effective ball team. Like in this video, aerial duel ball has been floated. Hugo jumps ahead of everybody, wins the aerial ball out on him, and then of course make something out of it. The close control in tight spaces a very, very good for a transitional game. And Rich, so watching the numbers in terms of goals and assists. So Chelsea for now says, okay, fine. Jackson in him tight space ball, but who go the next level because Odu box him about goals.
Okay.
Yes, my only problem with Hugo Ekitike, and they say he was playing in a team that was very transitional.
Okay.
But Obama in a team at Chelsea that will have most of the ball, and teams will sit off him. Now that is where we've not seen a branch friend Hugo Ekitike play well. But Chelsea, for one, said they have that in Liam Delap, and they will have a different striker profile in our branch friend Hugo Ekitike, who will give you goals. Last season, about 48 games, or shared 22 goals, or 12 assists, and the minutes per goal assist 107, 3.2 shots per 90. Aerial duels, so we need 1.7 of them, and on your average scorecard rating of 7.27. So it tells you. Say the prospect and the numbers are there for a branch friend Hugo Ekitike. A lot of the data sets compare him to a branch your friend Alexander Isak, our English Premier League game. In the German Bundesliga, the top attackers he was the one that was leading the pack. So he is the kind of player Chelsea for nation. So strikers no from the left wing, from the right wing. It is the same thing with our branch friend Jimmy Bino Gittens from team friend Dortmund. I think that Chelsea better Gittens.
Okay.
Especially because Jadon Sancho is leaving. It means that automatic because already Mihailo Modric anyhow. So Jadon Sancho Korea. It means that automatic Chelsea need to buy a left winger. And that is something that they will do. And I'm very certain they will go in hard and get any of our left wingers to come through. This boy called Mamadou Sarr has come. Obebo for Chelsea in the Club World Cup. And until Chelsea centre back won't come until after the Club World Cup. Enzo Maresca will assess him at the Club World Cup as a right centre back and see so betting affect our team. If not, then they will go into the market to look for a centre back. If Mamadou Sarr is able to fit, no matter Chelsea the ability to play as a CCB, and then the most aggressive of the two centre backs are Chelsea will look for a centre back. The list contains Jarrell Hato, any Gerard Brathwaite from team friend Everton. But of course, Gerard Brathwaite Tikano, the board in Kakra somewhere around 80 million. Rich and now, this story began, and it is clear now. It is seeing the light of day. Say Barca Fono are finalizing a deal for a branch friend Juan Garcia. You see, I keep on saying that drama, Beba. I don't know how, but I think there's going to be drama. I'm beginning to see a lot of people like Sport are almost linking a branch friend Marc-Andre ter Stegen to Saudi Arabia. Say Barca for officially bringing Juan Garcia and he becomes the #1 goalkeeper. It means that ter Stegen would have to move out of team friend in Barcelona, and when he does that, it is going to be in Saudi Arabia. It is clear. Say Barca for Aja to me say #1 priority. Our left wing on our branch friend Luis Diaz. Not because you're too good than almost everybody, but the most important thing is that our branch friend Luis Diaz beat him as a centre forward or beat him as a left winger. But no board in Kaka. Liverpool for no make it easy, and also Saudi Arabia for are there trying to see if they can snatch up a branch your friend Luis Diaz. So Rich, that is a round up of everything on the transfer market exactly on time. And now, Rich, Kamia say Debiano a 1 day 1 boom, 1 day 1 boom. It was also very good and right again. And today there's a lot of women's football. Member codes for international games never cost of Germany. Usually,
before we do code number 2, Jano. You show go fi amount for tipa. Yeah, serious. And now we show na an brand to be framed from Denmark. Although no one can say do Bezo or Italy. Na post chronim. But you see or Denmark or and around to be na I see a friend TF. Then now come on me boy no you show you on not a single day and na what to da. Na also ko ono or you be to 2 kwan pa ko ba bia no aka chom so mun tie nhyira for no and a free a chinade conmonchas and a mutuum here. And also be a recommendation in Germany Biano. No, our friend the catch and Savasa. Almost false on the ano and she. TF minimum with show our Denmark. Yamin show, yet that's a pass on Pebianso no. Udu FIDE no at 2 a year. And general manager, and so at the Emma a Bedita Pharmacy Limited. Mr. Affidavit, and also nationwide, general manager, no. And also face show in your crack. Openi also baby Aubiano. Good morning to you. Yada says also no onfa issue ye in the agro crack. Govi fa code no can when I think.
Not here for your normal.
I'm so fine with group in him. I think your group in him now. Unyana
foreign.
Oh yes.
I look on them as we need
foreign number.
Foreign out type.
Oh, me be after me am fa.
Look out.
Offer me kwadi am fa.
Michelle, and never could pick a silver. Quack like make a show the 1 day 1 boom and then coach night. Michelle, which me show my for FIIFI and for some into ya. Anybody in all of your betting groups in beyond Michelle. Say Obi any yang, I mean me any ayala. The number be a testo so be more fixed games Mr. Fixed games be any baby.
Okay.
Many a lot of messages and go for beggars fee. Obi say only island na so more fixed games near the ade. Mr. You need fixed games.
Man for the demo ho.
Yeah analysis no has here near the games no the amount. Mr. Code no 1F167D08. Second one here 1F1674E7. Third one here 1F1662FB. Third one here 1F165B99. 1F659C4. Show because of your time need to be my screenshot and maybe to Facebook name so into Kwanwe Makofa. We have to move on, Rich.
My intro to Medina so and Famano na min so many